Now, what you was about to say about Diddy?
Well, we were just talking about Diddy, and we were just talking about some of the charges, and I was just asking you.
I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. I think it may be some assault. We don't know, but it's for sure trafficking. It's human trafficking. I think that's the biggest one that they're gonna try to hit them with.
The federal government may not mess with assault, but it may mess with human trafficking. What you mean by human trafficking? Like what?
Moving people from one area without their consent, or you're drugging them or doing something to another area. So you're taking people here to there.
When was the last time you took your wife somewhere she didn't want to go, Brady?
I took her to Lowe's probably over the weekend,
and she didn't want to go. Human trafficking right there.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
That could be a defense that people try to use. Yes.
What's the difference?
I think it has to do with state lines. You can drive somebody around the city for some reason.
You live next to the coast. You the North Carolina Lowe's.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
The state lines does play a part in it for some reason.
Okay. In your case, Brandon, she didn't want to go.
Yeah.
But you took her to Lowe's anyway in North Carolina.
Right.
What's the difference?
One of the differences is that's my wife. So by the law, that is my property in a way, right?
See, now you're just talking guilty now, Brandon. Talk a little more educated. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
See, now you force yourself to go to jail.
Well, okay, so I'm defending myself. If I was defending myself, like I say, can you take somebody against their will and that be?
She didn't want to go.
Okay, so but if she goes to the police about it, or they do an investigation and she testifies, maybe I could get a charge.
Yeah, and you kissed her across the border too. Kissed her on the cheek. Sexual assault.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So I don't know. Puff. Puffy going to jail, man.
He's going to jail.
Yeah, he's gonna go unless he got them videotapes. Like I told you before we got on.
Yeah.
You got him.
But you say you don't think he got tapes. You don't think he got tapes.
Nah, he a freak. He got the videotapes in the bedroom. She should have had it in the lobby. While everybody having a good time.
Right.
And that'll set him free.
Yeah. But real quick, let me ask you this, because it's been alleged that he hired sex workers, right? Are these sex workers?
What's your definition of a sex worker, Brandon?
Somebody paid to do a sexual service.
Like taking a person on a date?
No, having intercourse.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. You pay me $5, I give you this, right?
Right. Correct.
Okay.
Is that legal? Is that legal to do?
Here's the thing with sex workers. What I'm seeing, pimps are illegal.
Right.
Mattresses, mistress, what you call it?
Madams.
They are legal. That's how America is going right now.
But doesn't it seem like it's a color thing? Because a pimp is what? It's a black.
No, ain't no color thing. Go ahead. Anything.
Okay,
a woman has the right to sell her body to anybody on the internet.
Okay.
A man don't have the right to get a little profit off that body that's selling. That's illegal.
Or you can't. If I see somebody on the street, I can't ask them for a service for money, because that's illegal. That's prostitution. But I could hire a sex worker and do the same thing. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What's the difference?
Wait, hold on. Would you say he got sex workers?
Yeah, they said it because he hired sex workers to have.
Okay, exotic dancers are sex workers, people.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. So if because people get busted for prostitution all the time, I'll be like, well, I thought it was a stripper. I'll just have
a little bit of time. They don't get busted all the time. Guys, how many get jumped over across the border, Brady?
How many people are you talking about?
How many people jumped across the border?
A lot.
If those people who jumped across the border work a construction job and on Fridays and they got a 16-pack, 5% buying prostitutes.
Correct. But what percent is getting busted? So you saying it's a low percentage?
A little percentage. And black man, I got a clip on here. The prostitutes don't want to mess with you. The white lady said, "Black man played too many games.
Okay.
They be try to rob you."
That sounds about right. That sounds right.
Some trigger wolves. The lady said that, and we almost got a strike on our
on the channel.
On our channel for that short.
For what? Why though?
Because
what's wrong with saying that? That sounds.
I got the clip from YouTube, but we almost got a strike.
Yeah.
The white lady said she like white man and Latinos. It's a transaction.
It's easy. It's easy.
Boom.
Right.
Black guy come in there. First thing he do, ball the money in his hand.
Huh? Right. Yeah. Trying to be deceitful and try to run game. How much is $40? Or I got to ball up 20 to make it like so. Yeah. That's not about right.
Can't release it. I'll release it when you release it. You know what I mean?
And I'm pretty sure you've seen some of them clips where it's like somebody's had sex with a sex worker, and there's been an NFL player. He tried to, and when it's time to pay, he tried to run out of the room, or stuff like that. It's always some shenanigans. Not always, but it's a higher. Go ahead. It's a higher.
President Trump, when they went down to Brazil, the FBI. The FBI, Brad, I think in 2017, while Trump was relaxing, they're gonna have a little fun in Brazil. Why black men anybody go to Brazil from America, brother?
To have sex with women. They want to see some women and try to have sex with them.
There you go.
It's not the culture.
And new charges this morning of a cover-up in a Secret Service scandal, the Columbia prostitution debacle in 2012. The Washington Post says the Obama administration knew of allegations that a White House volunteer brought a prostitute to his hotel room on that trip. Major Garrett is at the White House with new information that contradicts some denials. Major, good morning.
This still is the Secret Service. Now, the Secret Service read in there. I guess they had a fist balled up.
That's a smart move. Did
the service and ran.
They did that for real.
Yeah, them ladies called damn police on them damn Secret Service. They got in trouble, brother. Because prostitutes is legal down there, kind of, I think.
Yeah. Well, so isn't Trump in trouble now for a prostitute or a sexual encounter that was supposed to be hush hush, but got out, and it's an illegal act, right?
Brandon, Trump was just covered up loose ends, Brandon, before he ran for president.
Okay.
And that lady took that blessing and turned that blessing into this mess.
Yeah.
Met Trump 2007.
And
we don't know what happened. Trump's wife was pregnant with a baby, so she probably was on the hormones.
Right.
Trump met this lady. We don't know what happened. 10 years later, he said, "Man, just give her 120,000 or something."
Hush.
Hush money.
Yeah, right.
Rule number 1, gentlemen, ladies, if they ever think somebody famous, the first thing they're gonna do, y'all break up, is go to the media.
Correct. That's just the time we living in. Yeah.
So out of nowhere, somehow she was a negative part of the transaction. He was a negative part. Right. Somehow she became the victim.
Right.
With a fistful of money.
Right.
And Trump will get sued for $100 million in the process.
But if that was you, could she go to the media and get her story out? Would it get any press or anything like that?
If it was me?
Yeah.
Nah. Ain't nobody know me.
Right.
It got to be somebody flashy, somebody hot. You can see them in the eyes. I did it. Had a Leo Kendra G show. 2024 win. She just happened to bring up she slept with Tupac Shakur. Now, Brandon, how long?
Right. It makes her, it validates her in her eyes, in some people's eyes for sure, right?
35 years ago. You still,
and you know how often she probably bring that up in her real life as people.
A lot of times, somebody gonna make somebody jealous.
Yeah.
Ain't making me.
Or sometimes like some of that stuff makes other men be like, oh well, if he wanted to hit you, I may have to hit you too, right?
Brandon, that's only for the weak rappers and weak celebrities.
Yeah, because did you do a song? I mean, we did a video by Chris Brown and is it Quavo? One of them, it was fighting over Karuchi or something like that. And you know,
well, I don't know all those names. I only know Chris Brown. Yes, they like sharing the same women.
Yeah,
and they like that. They really like.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't think men should focus on other men when you're trying to deal with women, but it's a weird thing that some people do.